Tune into the Green and Growing program on Eagle Community Television with Holly Dickman, Ellis County Horticulture Agent. Holly will identify common lawn and garden issues and provide up-to-date information weekdays at noon and 9 p.m. on Channel 14. Green and Growing. Brought to you by Eagle Community Television and Riedel's Garden Center, a full-service garden center west of Hayes on Highway 40 next to the Bickle Schmidt Sports Complex.
Well, we're getting into prime growing season conditions now, and unfortunately we've been in really dry conditions once again. The rainfall predictions have fallen short in some weekends, and so one of the best things you can do to help conserve the moisture that we do receive is to apply mulch. We're in a nicely mulched planting area here. We have lots of perennials, shrubs, trees, and having that nice thick layer of organic mulch is really beneficial to help not only keep that moisture in the soil, but also keep your weed competition down, which certainly will compete for moisture and nutrients in your soil. And it also helps to moderate those soil temperatures. So when we get into those really hot summer months of July and August and it's 110 degrees outside, that mulch will serve as a blanket to kind of keep that soil under it cooler. It won't heat up as fast. When we talk about mulch, we like to talk about organic mulch. So organic mulch is really anything that breaks down over time. So this is a great example. We have some wood chips here, but you could be using grass clippings, straw in your gardens, cedar mulch, cottonseed hull mulch. There's lots of different types of organic mulches. Usually when you apply the mulch, you want to make sure it's a nice thick layer. Usually we're saying about 2 to 4 inches thick to give you a good blanket there for the soil and to help keep those weeds down and keep the moisture in. Now we're sitting next to a little red bed tree, and certainly our trees will benefit from having that nice layer of mulch around them as well. One tip with trees is you want to maybe try to keep that mulch away from the base of the tree or the trunk of the tree about an inch or two, just simply because that's an area that will remain moist, and it can be a real attractive area for insects or disease or sometimes decay to set in if that's constantly kept wet. So you want to make sure and keep that mulch away from the trees about an inch or two. Also in an area like this, very nice to have an entire bed versus having a shrub planted here or there within a turf grass area. This way you can water all of these plants in a similar fashion. They all need to be watered to a depth of about 12 to 18 inches. And so you want to make sure to monitor that by probing the soil with something, either a long screwdriver, I have this forester's pin, or you can use a stiff piece of wire or something like that. But if you can push something down easily, and this is pretty moist, I can push it down. It's just a little bit heavy clay soil, but you know that you're getting the moisture down at least to that depth that you can easily push that probe down into the soil. If you hit an area of resistance, you know that you've hit dry soil. So the goal on trees and shrubs is to get that moisture down at least 1 foot to 1.5 feet. If you have questions about watering your landscape plants or about using mulches around your landscape plantings, contact your local extension office for more information. Reporting for K-State Research and Extension and Eagle TV, I'm Holly Dickman, Ellis County Horticulture Extension Agent.
Tune into the Green and Growing program on Eagle Community Television with Holly Dickman, Ellis County Horticulture Agent. Holly will identify common lawn and garden issues and provide up-to-date information weekdays at noon and 9 p.m. on Channel 14. Green and Growing. Brought to you by Eagle Community Television and Riedel's Garden Center, a full-service garden center west of Hayes on Highway 40 next to the Bickle Schmidt Sports Complex.